businesses and entrepreneurs. Leverage our one-stop digital ecosystem that will allow you to promote your music, sell albums, and host paid events, host webinars and sell courses, promote your concerts, sell tickets and live stream events, and market your business or project to generate new customer leads, traffic, and more. This is all supported by our homegrown AI-driven digital marketing infrastructure that has successfully served hundreds of clients around the world. To learn more, send us a message or call 765-4641.
Hi, good evening, and welcome to the first episode of Bloodline Podcast for Season 3, 2022. My guest this evening is our old friend. We grew up together, we learned together, and many years later, we're still together. I'm referring to Carl Jacobs, proprietor of Cafe Blue on Rice Road, Port of Spain, Trinidad. Hi, Carl, and welcome.
Thanks, Pete. Welcome.
So, we begin at the beginning.
And we still here, boy. We still at it.
Hey, boy. Lord, where them years went, boy?
They fly. But it was good years.
It was good years.
Yes.
So, tell me, where you from?
Where we from?
Where we from?
We from Lavantil. These old Lavantil boys.
You're right.
Yeah.
I tell me about your family and things. Brothers, sisters, how much?
I have one sister.
One? That is it?
A half sister.
That is it?
You know.
No brothers?
I have no brothers, but I have friends like you.
Wait, just like me, boy. I have no brothers.
Like
if you know I wanted a brother, boy.
Yeah, boy. But we don't always get things that we want.
Oh,
but
my.
as I say, having friends like you is having brothers.
Brothers. So, where you in the school?
At Dice Plenty School. From the beginning.
Beginning, yeah.
Yeah. From what I could remember, I started Nelson Street.
Okay.
Nelson Street. And then I went across the Eastern Boys. Right? And then when we passed Common Entrance thing, I ended up going CIC. Right?
St. Mary's.
St. Mary's College, yes, CIC. And then after that, for lack of not having anything to do, I ended up in Belmont by Osborne. That was just I was killing time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that's about it for the schooling for me. Yeah.
So as well as young fellas growing up in Lavantil, you know, everybody had hobbies.
Yeah.
We all had hobbies. What was your hobbies?
Always music.
Music?
Always.
So it was never like cricket and football and them kind of thing?
Nah, boy. I used to play a little table tennis and thing. You know, I was real good with the table tennis and thing. But when my grandfather gave vexed, he used to put out everybody. So the game couldn't extend. You know what I mean?
So tell me about your beginnings in music. Okay, so you said it was always music.
Yeah.
But when it gets serious then?
Well, it started to get serious in college. You know, because before college, as you might remember, on the back road there we had little small bands like Host of Others and Beams. I used to go on TV with Holly Betonier and you know what I mean, turtleneck jersey and guitar. I can get no satisfaction.
Boy, yeah.
Roland Gordon, you know, all that kind of thing. But it after that it escalated. In college, I had a really good vocal education, you know, because the Irish priests and they contributed a lot to my vocal stability and stuff. As a matter of fact, I was in the choir for years and I even did a couple operas and stuff, you know what I mean?
Opera?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
I could sing, you know.
Okay.
I could not sing.
Okay.
I sing no more.
But you know, I remember Host of Others.
Yeah.
Right? And the first time I ever hear Love Power.
Yes.
Song Love Power, you always sing it. And then Luther Vandross made it a big hit.
Big. But we was singing that long before that.
Long before that.
Yeah.
Decades afterwards.
Yeah. I remember with my most memorable moments with Host of Others is we won Pop Gear. Scarlet Ibis.
Right.
And then for my friends, Joe Cocker.
Right.
And you know what was he, man? That we beat. I seen it because he like me to talk about it at all.
Who's that?
David.
Who David was with?
Brother.
Who is with?
King David was singing with Solutions.
And
they was singing Sly and the Family Stone. Everybody
You know,
is a star.
Pop Gear was so beautiful.
That was nice, boy.
That was good music.
Yeah.
Very good music.
Yeah.
So back as a youth then, who are some of your mentors in music?
Boy, my greatest mentor for most of my musical career was Maurice White from Earth, Wind and Fire. You know, that whole template.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People like Peebo Bryson, Quincy Jones, you know, always wanted to have a voice like B.B. Winan, you know, that graspy kind of.
He could sing, yeah.
Yes, boy. You know, and don't going from listen to Radio Fusion and thing, my stars then Nat King Cole and Sam Cooke, you know, Buddy Miles down by the river.
Hey, boy.
Times, you know.
Yeah, they don't make songs like that no more, you know.
No, boy. But they have, let me tell you something, times change, it's evolution.
Yeah.
Everything changing, you know. And I would never put down
What the young
what
people
they
doing
now. It's different. And they have a lot of talent out there. Like I just tell people, the guys also they mightn't be the ones that people of our age group would appreciate.
Yeah.
But we have great and talented
Young
musicians.
people.
No, you understand?
Yeah.
So you have to kind of push back and listen to what they're doing. You know what I mean? Because you know, it will take us somewhere, I'm sure.
So, out of Host of Others and the opera and all this kind of thing,
Yeah.
boom, Chandelier. Tell me, before that,
Before Chandelier,
Yeah.
it might have people in this industry that it's always had to celebrate and, you know, keep on the up. People like Mike Bootman. I can remember Mike Bootman and they calling me.
Rockefellers.
You can't let myself to sing with them, boy. That was
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
you know, and I did a stint with Sparrow Troubadours. We used to sing little, you know, and these fellas, they were so much advanced that it was always a learning. It was like school for us, you know what I mean? We did stints with people like Dennis D'Souza and thing, with Robin Imamcha, you know what I mean? Always a learning situation, boy. Always a learning platform. And then came Chandelier.
But before that, talking about Sparrow Troubadours,
Yeah.
you ever did the Calypso 10 thing? You ever?
I did a couple
Couple
segments,
in between.
but in Calypso tent, I was my foot, my heart for long inside a kitchen tent, and I was in kitchen for all the
That's what I mean, like doing chorus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a
with
Kitchener. Yeah, boy. Great artist and a gentleman. Yeah.
So tell me what the Chandelier thing.
Boy, Chandelier was, well, after me and Robin Imamcha, we got tight, you know what I mean? We realized that we were always thinking very progressively about the music and the whole musical status here in Trinidad and Tobago. And we decided that we wanted to do something different, something big, you know, because you remember those days, you had big bands, big people bands, a lot of people, but small sound systems, a little show column, and you know what I mean? So everything was always kind of good. And we wanted to
blow in the place, yeah.
You know what I mean? And that was Chandelier, along with stage awareness. You know what I mean? A lot of electronics. We had what kind of firepower on stage, things igniting, you know what I mean? Explosions, always dress a certain way with a big sound, you know what I mean? So it was something. It was one of the greatest platforms.
So the Chandelier thing was really like a propulsion thing, career-wise for you.
It was my greatest experience.
Serious?
Yes.
So it propelled you into that, the migration. You left Trinidad and you went to the United States.
Yes.
Why?
Well, imagine you're the biggest band on the planet.
Right.
You know, local band. And you get very popular. Everybody love you. You're doing beautiful things. But yet still at the end of the year, after Carnival, when they make you little money and things, you have none. You still have none. Because at that time, it was so hard to survive during the year for music now. So all the debts incurred during the year when Carnival come, when they make you the money, you have to go back and pay back all of that. And I was saying, boy, that ain't songing right. Something wrong here. And then they had a lot of promoters who own your money, you know. Men want to pay you with a tap on their shoulder and a plate of pillow.
I know.
You know, stuff like that. And the other side of that was that although we were very, very appreciative of the type of respect that we gained on that chandelier platform, because, you know, people used to call Carl and Carl the local Ashford and Simpson.
I remember that.
And the local Peaches and Herb.
I remember that.
All through admiration and respect and support.
Yeah.
But here what happened? Carl and Carl always wanted to be the local Carl and Carl. You understand?
Yeah.
So there was a little pulling and tucking there because we did cover so well, you know, and we survived so well from doing that, to the amazement of people as how good we could do this. So when I made the statement to want to go on my own, I wanted to be original. I started writing original music. It didn't go down good with all the members of the band because they thought that I was going to spoil a good thing. You know what I mean? And taking a chance to be an original and thing. But that's who we wanted to be. That's who we wanted to be. You know, so we eventually break off. And that propelled our whole movement into Miami.
Okay, so you land in Miami.
Yeah. Pressure.
From Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
With the originals.
Yeah.
Husband and wife. Yeah, what happened after that?
I cried my band Miami, boy. You know, we young and we enthusiastic and thing, boy. And, you know, but it's a biggish band, eh? Because I went Miami first, check out some work and thing, had people interested, came back, brought up the musicians and them. You know what I mean? Here what happened. It's night after night, day after day, doors slamming in my face. Because here what happened. Musicians, Caribbean musicians, especially Panis and stuff, playing in Miami because, you know, it's a big thing. It's the Caribbean music, the pan and thing. But men playing for $30 and $40 a gig.
Wow.
You understand?
They no money?
No. But they excited.
Yeah.
Because in a foreign city,
yeah,
most of them have a little white chicken in their hand.
Yeah.
You know, they're feeling good.
Yeah.
They hip.
Yeah.
You know, but they're hungry.
Yeah.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
That didn't go well with me because it would never
yeah,
go
yeah.
there, you know what I mean? So I bring up my whole band. We ended up 9-10 of us in one room. It was kind of hard, you know.
I can imagine.
After a while struggling and thing, we elevated ourselves to a house.
Mm-hmm.
And I talking about big musicians, nice musicians, one house. And that was an improvement. In the meantime, I walk in them streets every night, knocking on every door, looking, you know what I mean? And fighting for some level of stability over there as far as finance is concerned, you know? But boy, when you believe in what you're doing, it's the greatest power that you could have, you know, because I dedicate all my time, I take all my money, I buy equipment, you know what I mean? And I tell my wife, here's what, this must happen.
Mm-hmm.
After a period of time, most of the musicians came back home because it was hard, you know? And then we start seeing little windows, you know? I started offering people to pay a couple of weeks for free so that they could experience the unit and the band, which they did, you know? People who told me, proprietors who told me, well, you know, we'll see what happens, but people here don't dance. We had people dancing and jumping and waving, which gave us a little more power to ask for a little more, you know what I mean? It took us a couple of years, 2-3 years before we started to stabilize. But brother, when we did that and we stabilized, it was all over. Because we were all over Miami, playing in every pub, every beach house, every restaurant, you know what I mean? And the name Carl and Carl went from nobody knowing to everybody wanting.
I remember coming to Miami and watching and seeing you all perform in South Beach.
Penrod's.
By remember that place had a guitar and you think Hard Rock.
Hard Rock, yeah.
By Hard Rock Cafe over there.
Mm-hmm.
And that was this boy forgot he died now. A musician.
A guitarist.
Yeah.
He used to play
George Victory.
George Victory. Yeah.
He was good, boy.
Yeah, man.
He was so
Really
good.
fantastic, you know. And we have a lot of other musicians out there. So good, boy. And we're not aware, we don't know. But they on the outside too, fighting for recognition, fighting to do things. You know. It wasn't an easy journey, but it was a beautiful one. Because after a while, I ended up with a company of 20 to 24 musicians that I would send. On any given night, I would have 3 musicians playing here, 2 musicians playing.
That is good.
Yeah, you know.
That was good.
The problem with that was, it had 2 problems. The first one was, everybody wanted Carl and Carl to be in the unit that performed for them. And we couldn't do that. You know, so sometimes we play a little thing and you had to run across and thing. Yeah. But eventually we work out patterns and thing. You know, it had one downfall, in my opinion, to that whole thing. Now, don't get me wrong. It gave us a life. We performed. We did great. We keep the flag high. You know what I mean? We supported. We never stopped being Trinis to the bone. Never. You understand? Because, you know, but we stopped recording.
Oh, right.
Because of the amount of work.
Yeah.
The workload became heavy. Yeah. You know, and for a while there, you get into a frame where you think, well, I don't need to record, man, because I work in so much. I will, you know, that was a mistake. But, you know, one that we could look back at now.
What was your most memorable US stage performance?
We used to do some street fairs, boy. They used to have street fairs in Miami all the time, you know, where they will block off the streets and have, man, let me tell you something. To see an entire block, you understand, moving left and right and to your music, jumping and thing, it's a feeling that you can't replace it. It's something else.
You could really imagine.
And we had many moments like that. You know, we had calls to do gigs with people like Gloria Stefan and the group and thing. I recorded sessions with the musicians. I can't, those things, unforgettable.
Priceless.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah, priceless moments.
Yeah. We had a lot of those.
We reached the part of the interview I call blood pressure. I asked you some questions and you make a choice.
All right.
You ready? Okay. Fruit or sponge cake?
Sponge.
Provision or pasta?
Provision.
Seafood or steak?
Seafood.
Beach or river?
Beach boy, Fred River. I don't know where I'm gonna jump into.
Why are you afraid of the river?
Why are you watching TV and seeing some kind of big fish thing in
the river?
Yeah, boy.
In a river?
In river, boy.
What big fish in a river?
But me and no, I didn't do plenty river, you know.
The most thing river have is crocodile and alligator and thing.
Crocodile?
Yeah.
So that ain't bad?
Yeah, but how much revenge would that have? Jazz or R&B?
Jazz.
Stevie Wonder or Luther Vandross?
That's a hard one, boy. Stevie. Yeah.
Cinema or Netflix?
Netflix.
War or Western movies?
Western movies.
Christmas or Carnival?
Oh God, Carnival, boy. That's a Carnival, baby.
Miami or Toronto?
Miami by far.
Miami. Well, you see, you pass with flying colors.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, I pass with flying colors. Yeah, season 3 of Bloodline Podcast is made possible through the support of the National Gas Company of Trinidad and Tobago, continuing to be a good citizen, lending support to various initiatives, including those focused on our arts and culture. Today's podcast is also sponsored by Caribbean Spring Water, natural alkaline spring water from the Northern Range. So, Carl,
yeah, Pada.
So things was going good in Miami. decision to come back home, what caused that?
I had
To
to
leave Miami and come back home.
I get sick.
Oh,
Yeah, I get a cancer thing. And
wow.
yeah. Now, mind you, always wanted to come back home, because we used to feel that we never really belong,
Yeah.
We be there. The life is good, the living is good, the music is fantastic. We're doing exchanges with great musicians, we're learning a lot.
Yeah.
I learned so much about recording and productions in Miami, you know what I mean? But we never felt that we belong, We were always Trinidadians. But we have an economy that's supporting us, we have a business that's supporting us, so why not? But then I come and get
How
this
that
cancer.
cancer thing is now? What going on?
Hey,
With
good.
your hair, you're
I-
looking good. How
I
is
been
it?
mentioned for about 6 years now.
Congratulations. Amen.
I would say so far on top of it, because initially it was very bad and they wanted to remove the voice boxing thing, and I told them, you can't take my soul out of my body. My soul is in my throat.
Yeah.
Because that's my life.
So if they did that, you couldn't talk.
But I had them pressing by your neck and me.
You?
That's something expressed by
Yeah.
your neck. I don't want that.
Oh,
It wasn't even about that. It was about my voice was my life, and you can't. If you take away my voice box, we really do the establishment in my heart.
Yeah.
So I told them they needed to find an alternative.
But how are you
treatment.
now? How are you now?
I good.
You good?
Because I wasn't supposed to be speaking like this now,
I know. Yeah.
You know. But by faith and
So
fight,
it was a good move to come back.
of course.
Mm-hmm.
In so much that when I come back home, I want to go back now.
So tell me about. Okay, so you come back home, you and Carol.
Yeah.
So tell me about it. We talk about you and Carol. I'm sure the viewers would like to find out something.
What's that?
You and Carol. How to all meet one another and get married and that kind of thing? How the beginning, like go back in time.
Boy,
How you meet Carol, or how Carol meet you?
I went to a party
Yeah.
in Sawa on the hill.
Yeah.
We used to have nice house parties long time.
Yeah, I know that.
You understand?
Yeah.
Me and my partner and bounce up these two ladies in this party. And I thought I'd see some kind of fairy or something. I didn't understand,
Yeah.
So the thing started from there, Of course, my partner went and danced first because he beat me to the dance. Them dance was long, Them days we dancing to Isaac Hayes and
The long.
So when your partner get your first dance, but you're in real trouble. Because
Exactly, it's about 13 minutes of dancing you.
you know if you go survive that attack.
Yeah.
But eventually, we got to talking and think. If she was here, I should have tell you all these stupidness I talked that night.
I can imagine.
So I'm glad she did to tell you that. But it was something that happened from the beginning, boy.
Oh my God. They're magical.
Let me tell you something.
How much is on married now?
We legally married for 45 years. I checked it yesterday. We living together for 52 years.
Oh my goodness.
So as far as I'm concerned, we married for 52 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you, boy.
Yeah, and it makes some beautiful children, man.
52 years, yes.
Oh, they have some nice children.
Very nice.
Yeah.
It's give me trouble every now and then, but they're nice.
They were children there for, Yeah. They keep your toes. So, the Genesis, tell me about Cafe Blue. The Genesis seller.
Well,
where did that come from?
That was a dream of mine, Always, all the years living in Miami and experiencing the different platforms, the different places, the spaces and stuff. I always tell myself, boy, one day I would like to own
your own
a spot where I could promote, where I could support and educate and teach all the experience that I've learned along the way, give it back to this
very good
musical community. And of course, at that time, I didn't think I'd get cancer.
Yeah, I understand.
I didn't have that physical,
Yeah, challenge.
But nevertheless, things happen that happen, you know, and it maybe it's supposed to happen. So with that in mind, when I came back home and I got past the whole cancer treatment thing, I told myself, well, you know what? This is the time.
Do it, yeah.
I don't have to go. I didn't want to go back. I said, I'm going to get this done now. You know, and everybody is telling you, boy, you know, you have to take it easy.
Yeah.
I said, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means, because I was just almost not
Dead.
here.
That's almost it.
So the idea that I'm still here today,
It's for a reason.
yes. So I
Press
went ahead,
on, press on.
you know what I mean, and created Cafe, well, Kaiser Blues Cafe, which is
Yeah.
now Cafe
How
Blue.
long has Cafe Blue been in existence now?
7 years.
7 years.
Yes, it initialized in
And what are
2015.
some of the major challenges of running a place like that?
Well, boy, the first one, like Kaiser Blues Cafe, we had a lot of problems with the area because the house is so close, and we had problems with neighbors complaining. We had problems with police wrecking cars and things. We had no car park and things, you know. But we had a beautiful place.
Yeah,
So it was a beautiful
wonderful.
beginning,
Yeah.
you know. And even though now we've moved on, you know, and gotten rid of some of those challenges, like we have now a nice car park, we have no neighbors in the area, we have things. Kaiser Blues Cafe, the initial Kaiser Blues Cafe would always be a special place. They had a warmth
It was be
and thing,
for
you know?
sure, man.
Yeah. So in moving now, I try to get that same kind of
Ambience.
Yeah, I do my own interior decorating and
Yeah.
things. So
yeah.
so I think we accomplished that. You know, because some people, some of more high-end clients, they didn't really like the idea of we going down that side of town, you know. And I told them, I said, give me the opportunity, just come once.
Be comfortable. Why they would have a problem?
But they know, they have,
And the parking
Yeah.
is one of the best venues for entertainment, with parking that is second to none.
in the country.
It's safest
But
parking.
I know that.
Safest parking around Trinidad and
The first day I
Tobago.
walk in there, I see that.
Yeah,
I say, but
the
nah, this is the
parking.
place. So I tell them, I say, look, just come once now. You know, that was it. First time they come and say, oh my God,
Yeah.
beautiful. You know what I mean?
mhm.
So we haven't lost any of those. We've been
Right.
maintained, you know.
I understand that. Okay, I know because of your challenges with your voice and things like that, you haven't been doing much singing.
Yeah.
Actual singing, right? But I understand. Abudi tell me that you coming back on the road in Carnival 2023. So tell me about that.
Well,
Let me hear
yeah.
about
I know we're not with that yet, no, but I will be there.
that. You will be there.
Yes, I will be there. You
Where
know,
where will you be?
with Kinetic Masters, Peter Samuel, and my partner, you know, like you. When you have friends like Peter Blood and Peter Samuel who believe in you, anything is possible.
Right.
Even me going back on the road at St. Days.
Your best friend. The brother could be on the road with you.
Yes.
Wow, so look,
Yes.
together on the road
Together on the
for
road.
2023 Carnival.
And we have a little something going in the air. Another sweet lady.
Carol. Not
No,
Carol.
no, Carol, but Carl. Carl and Carol is
Carol and Carol.
another
Another
sweet
lady again.
My just crazy trucks. I know if I should call the name, but I shall leave that for a surprise.
Oh God, tell me which is
I think Mavis might be in the truck.
who Mavis?
John,
Mavis on the road for Carnival.
first time
I never see Mavis on a truck for Carnival.
in a lifetime.
My goodness. Hey, you see? When me
Something
there past
special going to happen.
Carnival
on the road.
2023.
Yes,
Oh
very
my
special.
God, that is very
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
I just have a couple more questions for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you survived COVID, right? COVID has been challenging for you, health-wise, family-wise, socially, Cafe Blue-wise,
Everything.
business-wise, everything. COVID
Yeah.
has been challenging. What has COVID taught you most about yourself?
We have to endure. You understand? You know, the idea of giving up is not a good one. It'll get you, it's take away all the hope and all the everything. I intended from the beginning to keep Cafe Blue doors open. It wasn't an easy decision, but I had faith and belief, and we did it, you know. It also opened up a place for a vision for new ideas, new beginnings, because some of the old sessions that we were having had to come to an end. They might never come back that way, you know. But we have diversified and brought in new ideas with young talent, which is, I believe, is very necessary, you know. And right now we're creating new platforms because of COVID, you know. So it was hard, but I think it will end up being beneficial, you know, for many. And if you look around, at times send people into all kind of thing, you know. People going back to cooking, you know. People stopped cooking and thing, and everybody was outside buying. You know, people cooking, now they realize they could cook. They could support local. They could sell a little thing in the garage. They could make a little money home. You know what I mean? It kind of, you know, so it opened up a lot of areas, you know what I mean? But endurance, boy, because you have to believe in what you believe in.
Yeah. And
you know,
keep pushing.
And keep pushing.
Okay, final question. What is in the future? What are the future plans for Carl Jacobs, Carl and Carol, Cafe Blue business? Future plans, down the road.
Well, boy, the idea of opening up the market, supporting, getting young people, giving them the platform so that they could project more, which was the initial plan. We will keep on pushing that, pushing that forward and thing. I never thought I would be on the road and a truck again. So that means anything is possible.
Yeah, true.
You know? So I will keep on bringing the dreams to life, because I am a big dreamer. Bring them to life and support that culture, take that culture somewhere else, you know, because we very talented in that area.
Oh, yeah.
And we need people to believe in themselves and the culture and the country. You know what I mean? We need to stand up for we a little more.
Yeah.
And push forward. So any part of that Cafe Blue could support, we will support down the road.
Carl,
we intend to hang out forever, you know.
Carl, I must thank you sincerely for being my guest this evening.
Yes, partner. You're welcome.
I wish you all the best. I wish Cafe Blue all the success. The children, the family, the wife, Carol, you know, all success. And see you on the road for 2023. Carnival.
We go have a blast.
Have a blast, man.
I tell them Paul live on the truck because we wouldn't be able to run up there.
You have been looking at Bloodline Podcast, sponsored by the National Gas Company of Trinidad and Tobago. My guest this evening has been proprietor of Cafe Blue and popular, iconic entertainer, Carl Jacobs. Have a good evening. Thanks for viewing. Ciao.
Digitize and monetize with iEnt Live, the only platform that provides complete digital support for entertainers, promoters, businesses, and entrepreneurs. Leverage our one-stop digital ecosystem that will allow you to promote your music, sell albums, and host paid events, host webinars and sell courses, promote your concerts, sell tickets and live stream events, and market your business or project to generate new customer leads, traffic, and more. This is all supported by our homegrown AI-driven digital marketing infrastructure that has successfully served hundreds of clients around the world. To learn more, send us a message or call 765